Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Zambezi Marimba Concert. Tonight we are playing a selection of songs that we love to play. This opening song is a special tribute to a great pianist, legendary jazz composer from our state, Massachusetts, Chick Corea, the song Spain. So that was in special dedication to that great man. The next song is a Zimbabwean song, composed and arranged by a band called Mokomba from Victoria Falls. This song is called Kumkanda. Enjoy. Thank you very much. The next song is a Chris Berry song, taught by Zan McKenna, who is a new member to the band.
Ba-da-da-da. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Our song was the song of tomorrow. Our hearts were as high as the sky. But songs are forgotten and skies often gray. Nevertheless, there is this I can say. From the first hello to the last goodbye, it's been awfully nice to know you. So excuse the parting sigh, and I'll watch you go with my head held high. You've been dear and sweet, a pleasure to meet, a special treat, say I. From the first hello to the last goodbye. To the last goodbye.
The annual meeting of the Society of Alumni in its bicentennial year is called to order. Hello, EAFs everywhere. Welcome. I'm Kate Boyle-Ramsdell of the class of '97, and I'm the 137th president of your Society of Alumni. We are the oldest college or university alumni association in North America. And in fact, as far as we know, we're the oldest on the planet, in the galaxy, or anywhere in the cosmos. We formed 200 years ago. Why? Because one of our fellow graduates, Emory Washburn of the class of 1817, cared. A lot. The future Massachusetts governor was only 4 years out of school, a lot younger than you see him here. He saw that Williams was in trouble. Its president and some faculty and students had defected somewhere over those mountains. So Emory got busy. He instigated a meeting on September 5th, 1821. And at that meeting, our founders adopted a constitution. They formed our society. In the Constitution, they wrote that their aim was to promote literature and good fellowship amongst ourselves. They also said we would work to advance the reputation and interests of our alma mater. And that's pretty much what we've been up to for 200 years. We have regional associations around the world. We have class activities, we have affinity groups of alumni with common backgrounds and interests. We support the execution of the Alumni Fund. We do a lot, including an annual meeting. This is a special annual meeting. It's a meeting during the bicentennial of the Society, which is a big deal. And we'll talk about that today. But obviously, a lot is different. This year has been hard. Hey, I'm here in Williamstown, on campus. Sadly, you're not here with me. But look, some of you have never been to an annual meeting before. Maybe because you haven't been able to get to reunion, or in some cases, maybe because you still can't get up before 10 o'clock. We thought we'd ask annual meeting veterans for this year's reunion classes to tell you what the annual meeting thing is all about. And here's what they had to say.
I think the annual meeting primarily tends to sort of be an opportunity for the big reunion years, 25 and 50, to sort of celebrate what they've managed to achieve.
Honestly, I just thought it was a bunch of people drinking coffee and shooting the breeze, talking about things that they had to fix.
I remember watching a lot of my colleagues get accolades and like trophies. And I kept thinking, I want a trophy like that because I could use that to I could use it as an ice bucket.
I would imagine it's just a collection of people from across all the classes to try to be able to deal with whatever the most important issues are for the college, but I got no idea.
Well, I feel like it's kind of the tent pole of reunion, other than the parade, which is obviously the best part.
Some distinguished or not so distinguished alums are recognized for service to the school and service to their class.
I think it is a meeting to discuss the past year's progress and future years' activities.
I did know it was on the schedule. I may have enjoyed my 5th reunion a bit too much to wind up making it.
It is where we get some Society of Alumni business done. It's where we celebrate the fundraising for the year and where we recognize folks for some of their achievements.
There's some conversation on what's going on in the college, and you know, it's generally very useful and fun.
I might have attended one. Is that where they give the awards?
Isn't there a trophy or something for participation? I think that happens. It's in the gym. Is it after the parade?
And it's always in the gym, and it's really fun, and it's exciting to see everybody there.
Our class, back when we were 10, 15, 20, we would look at those guys at the 50th class and say, boy, are they old. And now we are those people.
Some of that was right. The annual meeting is society business, of course, but it's also fun. It's singing, it's nostalgia, it's recognizing philanthropy. It's honoring those who have done great things for Williams. It's remembering those who are no longer with us. It's simply mingling with fellow alumni who were here at Williams decades before us or decades after. EIFs who have the same purple blood pumping through their veins. But hey, maybe there's a better way to tell you what the annual meeting is about. I'm going to travel around to various places on campus where the annual meeting has been held over the years. And at each stop, we'll take care of some of this year's agenda. As I travel from venue to venue, see if you remember being there for a Society of Alumni meeting when you were back for your 5th reunion, your 15th, or your 50th. First stop, Goodrich Hall. Originally, though, this was Alumni Hall, part of what was then the college chapel. The society met here starting in 1859, roughly 2/3 of the way through Mark Hopkins' amazing 36 years of Williams. I don't know if Mark really taught on the end of the log, but I do know he said this at the Society of Alumni annual meeting of 1836. The best security for the continued prosperity of the college is found in the devotion of its sons. And today, of course, the devotion of all its alumni. So here, with a few words about the connection between the devotion of alumni and the success of the college, are dedicated alumni volunteers leading philanthropic and engagement efforts for the Alumni Fund and gift planning.
I'm Melissa Dresselhaus, class of 1990.
I'm Bill McClements, class of 1985.
I'm Elena Bonifacio, class of 2005. And together, the three of us are the co-chairs of the 2020 and 2021 Alumni Fund.
Here are some Alumni Fund fun facts. Nearly half of all living alumni made a donation to Williams this year. And 85% of alumni have made a gift to the college in their lifetime.
More than 10,000 EIFs have made a gift in each of the last 5 years and are part of the 1793 Circle.
Recognizing the legacy of alumni support even before the Society of Alumni was founded 200 years ago.
This year, we have raised more than $13 million. It's amazing.
And every penny we raise together is spent by June 30th and has immediate impact. Things that enable students to be the best students they can be, like financial aid, like sending Wi-Fi home to students in need.
And this year, priorities like PPE and twice weekly COVID tests for every single person on campus.
And it took the support of every single alumni donor to make it happen.
On behalf of the college, our 363 faculty members, our 2,000 undergrads, and our 1,600 Alumni Fund volunteers, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for what you make possible through your support of Williams.
Hey, congratulations to all the reunion classes, including 2006 with my son Michael Neely in it. I know the class agents keep you all informed of the annual fund. I'd like to thank you for another important support for Williams College, the Ephraim Williams Society. That's a fairly formal name that we give to the great number of people who just let the college know that Williams is included in their estate plans. After all, Williams was founded with a planned gift. Ephraim Williams' will established an endowment. The endowment created the college. Today, we may not be able to start a college, but today's gifts are just as important. Anyone can make one, and all of them count, and they count for important purposes. Some of us give because we feel gratitude for what Williams meant to us in our life. Some of us would just like to see the streak of excellence continued into the future. A lot of us, maybe most of us, make some combination of those reasons when we decide to name Williams in our plans. The gifts have an impact on the college. They're a crucial form of support. They add great flexibility to the administration in any given year and in the future. You can imagine how important flexibility was in the last couple of years. So on behalf of the college and on behalf of all those who benefit from your generosity, now and in the future, I'm just here to say thank you.
Deepest thanks to everyone who supports Williams as dedicated volunteers and donors. Next stop. Any history of the college isn't complete without Jessup Hall. It's the College Computer Center and home of OIT now, but it was built in 1899 as the first campus center at Williams. There was once a lovely little auditorium in this building, and the society met here. We don't have to travel to our next former meeting location. It's right here. The Science Quad, also home to the oldest building on campus, West College. This is the Fox Science Quad, but it didn't yet have that name when the first ever outdoor annual meetings were held here in the 1980s. Some of you remember standing here and applauding as 50-year graduates from the 1930s marched in and took their honored place in front of the stage. Today, we still pay special tribute every year at the annual meeting to the 25th and 50th reunion classes. And we still stand in awe of their decades of accomplishment and their devotion to alma mater. We now hear from the 50th reunion class of 1971 and the 25th reunion class of 1996.
I'm Steve Brown, president of the wonderful class of 1971. And this happens to be our 50th reunion on the bicentennial year of the college. And in this bicentennial year, we bring greetings especially to the Graylocks, our wise predecessors, and to the enthusiastic and exciting class of 2021. Like 21, our 4 years at Williams were marked by change and turmoil, which led to tremendous growth. No fraternities, the 414 system with winter study, the takeover of Hopkins Hall, the student strike in May of 1970, which shut down the entire college, and the enrichment of our class by 7 women joining us, walking across the stage and graduating in June 1971. But one thing has not changed, and that is 71's generosity to the college. And I'd like to introduce our co-chairs of our 71 gift, Joe Estes and Ken Richardson.
Good afternoon, and a warm welcome to the Williams alumni and the Society on their 200th anniversary, an exciting time, and especially welcome to the august and erudite class of 1971, one of Williams' finest. I'm Joe Estes, and along with Ken Richardson, together, we co-chaired the class of 1971 reunion giving effort. For over 5 years, it's been a labor of love serving our alma mater and our classmates, who, it must be said, are a generous, open-minded, creative, collegial, intelligent, and sensitive group, or so they tell me.
The three major gift purposes which the class has supported are a reflection of the diversity of the class and their breadth of interests. They include student scholarships for financial aid, on-campus summer science internships, and public service internships. In addition, members of the class have supported a myriad of other projects, including a newly endowed chair in physics, a fund to support undergraduate military veterans, public affairs forum, and various physical infrastructure projects on the campus. Nothing's achieved without teamwork. Special thanks to two members of our class agent of 21 years, John Ackroft, and the vice chairman of our reunion fund committee, Dave Olson. John and Dave together solicited the breadth and full extent of our class, achieving nearly 80% participation in the giving efforts.
Thanks to Mark Robertson and his all-star team from the development office. And finally, our own reunion committee headed by Rob Farnham, working alongside Steve Brown, our class president, and John Chambers, class historian, in-house consultant, and general pundit. All in all, a fabulous team. And as they say, it takes a village. And the same thing can be said about fundraising.
At the end of the day, we are proud of Williams College, the administration, students, faculty, and graduates. We're grateful for the education we received there, for the many gifts by those who long ago preceded us that supported it, and to the friendships we made 5 decades ago. We recognize the breadth of opinion and perspective, the change which is occurring now, much as it was 50 years ago when we were undergraduates. We are thus very proud to announce the 50th reunion gift from the class of 1971, which, technology willing, appears before you on the screen.
Hi everyone, I'm Mitch Howell, proud ETH and member of the class of 1996. I also serve as co-head agent alongside Brian Lee and co-class president alongside Shui Wang. On behalf of my fellow Reunion Fund co-chairs, Brian Lee, Margaret Lawrence, Scott Sartorius, and Siobhan Tui, we hope you are all healthy and doing well. A big thank you to President Mandel and the senior staff at Williams for leading the college with transparency, thoughtfulness, and compassion during this unprecedented time. We are so grateful for your leadership over the last year. And to the reunion classes of the 1s and the 6s, the 50th reunion class of 1971, and our own 25th reunion class of 1996, we are very sad that we can't see you all in person this year. As you know, something magical happens when ETHs gather together. We were all looking forward to our trek to the Purple Valley to relive the good old days. And to the great class of 1996, over the years, we've heard so many wonderful things about the 25th reunion. And time does fly. I didn't think we'd be in this position so soon. Reunions, as you all know, are a special time to connect and reconnect. But even more so for the 25th reunion. After a quarter of a century, the connections that we build are deeper, more personal, and more honest than in prior reunions. But hopefully we'll all get together next June. And before I turn the call over to Margaret, let me remind you all of why 2021 is so important for the college. 200 years ago, alumni came together and saved Williams, forming the first society of alumni in the US. Since then, alumni have contributed their time and dollars for the betterment of the college. The Williams we experienced in the 1990s, the Williams of today, and the Williams of tomorrow are possible only because of generations of alums who have supported Williams over the years. And I think this is what makes Williams so special and so unique. Today, alumni continue this longstanding tradition of giving back to support our school and the next generation of students. I like to say that we pay it forward.
Hi, I'm Margaret Lawrence from the class of 96, and I'm thrilled to be here to thank this terrific class. We're so proud of this class in general, and particularly proud of how we've chosen to give back to Williams. Our 25th reunion class of 1996 Fund for Equity and Access endows programs, including the Williams First program and the Summer Sciences and Summer Humanities programs. Support for these programs is not only timely, but urgent, now more than ever, to create a welcoming community and ensure access to all of the benefits that Williams has to offer its students, especially first-generation college students and students from underrepresented communities. In the words of Lauren Hernandez from the class of 2023, who said, "The Williams First community is extremely important to me. It was one of my deciding factors in choosing Williams. I was really worried about attending college because of the disadvantage that I would have. I thought there would be a large discrepancy in experiences and a feeling of isolation. The Williams First community is a safe place for students like me where we can bond through shared experiences. I've made some of my closest friends and am helping others the way this community has helped me." We're so proud to announce that the great class of 1996 is enthusiastically supporting Williams with a 25th reunion gift of $8 million. It's inspiring to see the combined impact that we can all have together. Thank you to all of our 1996 classmates who've supported Williams and our class efforts so generously to enable students like Lauren to love her Williams experience like we have. We eagerly look forward to celebrating our reunion together in person, hopefully next June. I know it's so hard for all alumni who are missing an in-person reunion this year, and I guess all I can offer is that our reuniting will become all the sweeter when the time comes. Okay, since we're here, let's just pop across Route 2 for a quick stop at the President's House. Formerly Sloan House, it's almost as old as Williams. Part of it dates back to 1801, but it didn't become part of the college until 1858, when a distant relative of Colonel Williams offered cash to buy it. Living here in Sloan today is our wonderful 18th president, Maud Mandel. She has done so much to keep our college not only running, but thriving during the pandemic. We owe Maud a lot. We're so grateful to her, to the entire administration, the faculty, and the staff of the college. I'd like now to invite President Mandel to share a few words with us.
Thanks, Kate. I'm honored to be a part of this year's virtual annual meeting, and I'm thinking of all of you who want nothing more than to be together in Williamstown this weekend. That day will come, and I'll be the first in line to welcome you back when it does. I want to echo Kate's gratitude to the Williams community and add my own. I'm grateful to the students, faculty, and staff who spent these last 15 months adapting, adjusting, coping, grieving, leading, and learning together. I was able to see firsthand the commitment it took by all members of the Williams community to function throughout the pandemic. The effort was significant and the payoff extraordinary. It's hard to imagine alumni giving even more back to Williams, but that's exactly what you did in the midst of your own navigation of the pandemic. You supported each other and our students in all the traditional ways you do, while stepping up to provide virtual internships, programming, and so much more to your Williams family at a time when it was most needed. I don't know if we can ever properly acknowledge your impact, but we'll always keep trying. So thank you for all you give to your college and to each other. None of this is overly surprising. Here we stand at the bicentennial of the Society of Alumni, a community and culture that has embodied a spirit of giving and gratitude for 200 years. We're just the most recent beneficiaries, and I want to extend a hearty congratulations on this milestone celebration. You're already taking part in virtual programming and offerings, as well as sharing your stories and perspectives. Until our paths cross, please know I'm thinking of you from Williamstown. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to jump back to my office.
Thank you, Maud. And thank you so much for everything you do for the college and for those who followed us here as Williams students. Let's move now to another spot, back on the south side of Route 2, a spot where we've held many an annual meeting. Here we go to Chandler Gym. Here we've conducted the nitty-gritty business of our annual meetings, including elections. Each year, we elect the Society's executive committee and officers. For example, James Garfield of the class of 1856 was elected 46th president of the Society at the annual meeting in 1871. 10 years later, he became President of the United States. In accordance with the Constitution of the Society, a duly appointed nominating committee has met, chaired by former trustee Stephen Hardy of the class of 1973. The nominating committee puts forth this group of dedicated alumni as new members of the executive committee to serve a 3-year term beginning July 1. The nominating committee also puts forth the following slate of officers for the Society of Alumni. No further nominations were received in advance of this meeting. Therefore, pursuant to the provisions of our Constitution, a motion is in order to ratify the slates as proposed for Society officers and for members of the Executive Committee. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I second the motion.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed, say nay. Thank you. The ayes have it, and the nominees are ratified. We especially thank the 6 new members of the Executive Committee. They will represent all alumni for the next 3 years in the governance of the Society. Earlier this year, the nominating committee presented to you 3 outstanding nominees for Alumni Trustee to serve a 5-year term on the Board of Trustees. The nominees were you, the members of the Society, have elected as Alumni Trustee Alice Albright, class of 1983. Congratulations, Alice. We have another important piece of electoral business on our agenda. But for that, let's go back across Route 2 and visit Chapin Hall, one of the most beautiful places on campus. We have so many memories here. Not only past annual meetings, but concerts, lectures, first-year singing contests, convocations, protest meetings, baccalaureate services, and so many other moments from our lives as Williams students. It's appropriate for us to gather here for a moment to remember some of those who were here with us then. It's our custom each year to honor those members of the Society who have died since the last annual meeting. All of our deceased classmates from this year and last will be more formally remembered next year when we resume the reunion weekend alumni memorial service in Thompson Chapel. But for now, I invite you to join me for a moment of silent remembrance and reflection on the lives of friends we have lost. Humanity has experienced so much pain in the past year. The world has lost more than 3 million people to COVID-19. Here in the United States and around the world, we have at the same time suffered from the ravages of hate and the devastations of injustice. This annual meeting celebrates our unity as citizens of Williams, but we're also united as Williams citizens of the world. It seems appropriate to take another moment of silent reflection on the events of the last year.
Looking for oceans in the saltlessness. Are you spinning in and out of June? Pink moon playing in the dead of noon. And here you are, as nowhere as a northern star. You're a light on in the dark. Goodbye, goodbye, it's time to go. Time is a figment on a fig tree road. Open the door and let the flood back in. Drift out of yourself and let the day begin.
Thanks to fellow alumni from the Band Darling side for performing A Light On in the Dark, recorded together during quarantine. Over the years, the Executive Committee has nominated a special group of people for honorary membership in our society. They are surviving spouses and life partners of deceased Williams alumni. More than 1,900 of these individuals currently hold honorary membership. Now, we wish to add as honorary members 128 people who lost their Williams spouses or life partners during the past year. The Secretary of the Society, Brooks Fail, has the list of names. May I have a motion to elect these new honorary members of the Society?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I second the motion.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed, say nay. Thank you. The ayes have it, and the motion is agreed to. One last change of venue. Let's move to this plaza outside Setz and Sawyer Library is our most recent annual meeting location, but we only managed to get one meeting in here before the pandemic. These past 2 years, the meeting's been virtual. So much has been lost, especially for our friends in the classes of the O's, the 5s, the 1s, and the 6s. We promise to share details on how we're going to try to make it up to all of you. COVID forced us to rethink how we would observe the bicentennial of the Society of Alumni all year. We have turned, of course, to virtual events and online initiatives, and that's enabled alumni to participate from wherever they are, all around the world. We've had online discussions, cooking classes, historical presentations. We've had puzzle contests, giveaways, publications, and storytelling. All of these have attracted literally thousands of you, and we're less than halfway through the bicentennial year. This 200th birthday celebration gives us the opportunity to learn about our past, to consider our present, and to imagine our future. It's not just a celebration of our Society of Alumni. It's an opportunity to go farther down the path of becoming the society that we want to be. So here now, to reflect on what we've done so far, what we've learned so far, are the co-chairs of our bicentennial. They are Laura Moberg-Lavoie of the class of 1999 and Arup Mukherjee of the class of 2009.
Thank you, Kate, and hello, Society of Alumni.
As Kate mentioned, I'm Arup Mukherjee, class 2009, coming at you from Boston.
And I'm Laura Moberg-Lavoie, class of 1999, zooming in from sunny San Diego.
And we have the honor and joy of leading more than 100 alumni volunteers and staff in launching the 200th birthday celebration of the oldest alumni association in the country.
And quite possibly the world.
Back in 2018, when we first started thinking about what the bicentennial year could look like, we didn't know what to expect.
We certainly didn't expect the world to turn upside down, just as we were about to hit go on our purple rocket launcher in March of 2020.
But through all the ups and downs of planning and replanning, the bicentennial celebration has reached many more EIFs than it would have in a right side up world.
And that is thanks to you. EIFs everywhere, you are showing up. You've been zooming in from every corner of the EIF universe, including nearly 3,500 alumni across 47 states and 51 countries.
And you've been representing every class, every generation, every perspective, every stripe.
I think you mean every spot.
Touche, Laura. But seriously, we've been floored by the alumni response to the bicentennial. From noodle making workshops,
to virtual book clubs,
to powerful conversations around history and race,
to trivia contests and EIF-themed puzzle competitions,
to Instagram takeovers and Facebook posts,
to opening your hearts and your world by sharing your EIF stories. You've shown the power of our alumni community during a time when it's more important than ever. There's never been a better time in our shared history to be part of this supportive, enthusiastic, quirky community.
You all have been amazing.
You don't get to live to 200 without being a little bit amazing. Or, in this case, a whole lot of amazing. And the best part is, we're only halfway through our 200th birthday year.
So keep a lookout for all the great things to come, both virtually and, we hope, in person for the end of the year.
Whether you've joined every program and bought all the swag, or this is your very first sip of the bicentennial Purple Punch, there's so much more to come.
Wherever life has taken you, we hope you'll connect with other EIFs and share in our Society of Alumni celebration and help to shape the future of the Society of Alumni, where every EIF can find their place.
Thank you for being part of this bicentennial adventure, and thank you for everything you do to support your fellow alums. We hope to see you soon.
Back to you, Kate.
Thanks, Arup and Laura, for those thoughts and honestly for all that you have done to make this bicentennial possible. You, your fellow volunteers, and the staff of the college have been amazing. I urge all of you to go online to alumni.williams.edu/200 to find ways to participate. Please also read and be moved by the stories you'll find there of fellow EIFs told from everywhere along their journeys as alumni. As we near the end of our virtual annual meeting, we are reminded that we also take time to recognize graduates who've devoted exemplary time, so much energy and expertise to making Williams an even better place. I am so proud to announce that the college's highest award for alumni service, the Rogerson Cup, was awarded to Laura and Arup yesterday afternoon during my conversation with Williams President Maud Mandel. It is a well-deserved honor for their Herculean efforts and dedication to Williams and to all of you. Traditionally, this is the time in the annual meeting when I would lead you in singing the mountains. Some traditions are too important for even a pandemic to interrupt. So we'll close by singing our song, the first college alma mater written by an undergraduate. We invite you to sing along wherever you may be. Just follow the bouncing purple cow.
Oh, proudly rise the monarchs of our mountain land, with their kingly forest robes to the sky, where alma mater dwelleth with her chosen band, and the peaceful river floweth gently by. The mountains, we greet them with a song, whose echoes resounding their woodland heights along shall mingle with anthems that winds and fountains sing, till hill and valley gaily, gaily ring. Beneath their peaceful shadows may old William stand, till the suns and mountains nevermore shall be. The glory and the honor of our mountain land, and the dwelling of the gallant and the free. The mountains, we greet them with a song, whose echoes rebounding their woodland heights along shall mingle with anthems that winds and fountains sing, till hill and valley gaily, gaily ring, till hill and valley gaily, gaily ring.
Fellow EIFs, it always fills me with happiness to be with Williams alumni. Thank you for joining us for this meeting in the bicentennial year of the Society of Alumni. And thanks for being here with me while I get to be on campus. Someday I hope you can join me here. But in the meantime, enjoy your time as an alumnus. Reach out to us if you need anything. Celebrate with us, but help us make Williams better. As we close this meeting of the Society, all I want to say is happy 200th birthday.